I did a written interview with Barney Menzies, one of the co-creators of Parable Games, the company that published Shiver, a really remarkable, well-done horror RPG that came out in 2020 and which is currently running its second and third expansion on Gamefound simultaneously. Shiver the RPG won the UK Games Expo 2022 award for Best RPG, and for good reason. It's just got a very visual, approachable feel to its design from top to bottom. In the interview, we mostly discussed Shiver the game, how it came about, and what his thoughts are on the horror genre generally. I had a few major highlights that I wanted to share with you here in this video. If you want to read the full interview, click on the link below. It's published through my newsletter, which you should totally subscribe to so that you don't miss any of these ongoing interviews with RPG creators. The first thing worth pointing out is Barney's attitude about specialty dice. Shiver uses special dice, and I bought some myself. They're kind of expensive after shipping, and I think that's why a lot of people have this knee-jerk reaction when they see a game using special dice. They always think it's a cash grab, but Barney explains a couple things. First, the dice here were designed to be disnumerate friendly, as he puts it, or easy for people who have a hard time learning or comprehending arithmetic or numbers. This ends up just making the game easier for everyone, not just those with that challenge. And the second thing is that they released the game with a very handy free dice roller that you can pull up on your phone, tablet, or computer. It's probably the most noble set of specialty dice I've ever encountered with respect to these two things. Ditching Kickstarter. Parable Games ran their first two crowdfund projects, the Shiver core game as well as Shiver Gothic, on Kickstarter and raised a handsome sum. But on this third project, Shiver Double Feature, they launched exclusively on Gamefound. I've seen a number of creators trying to get away from Kickstarter and launch on platforms that have a built-in pledge manager like this, and I'm always in support of this move. The way I see it, if Kickstarter starts to see competition in this field, it will only force them to get better. Barney mentions that this double feature project on Gamefound, which is really two separate expansions, include a very interesting meta element to them. In the expansions, which are called Shiver Slasher and Shiver Blockbuster, you don't play as characters in a horror movie. You play as actors who play as characters in one or several horror movies, and in campaign mode, you're basically trying to manage your acting career in a string of horror movies. This is an incredibly interesting innovation on their own game, and I think it's worth taking a closer look at. Anyway, the full written interview is linked below and published through my newsletter. Barney is a great guy, and it was a lot of fun to have the chat with him. Maybe it's his English countryside origins, but he's a very humble guy for someone who has created, along with his brother Charlie and artist Ben Alexander, one of the best horror RPGs in recent times. I hope Shiver Double Feature is a huge success, and I can't wait to see what's next for the Shiver franchise. All the links are below. Thanks for watching. See ya.